Yeah, all right, and welcome back. We are at Rob McNelley's house. If you didn't see, well, this is on your channel, so people are, obviously they know you because they're at your channel.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Exactly. But if you don't know about part one, what we did in part one was we learned how to make a big fat guitar sound, and we learned an awesome trick. So this is more of what you would do on top of that, right?
Follow up to that, like taking that one step further.
So you got the big giant chords. Like what are you thinking at that point? Like what do you?
Okay, well, like once you have the foundation laid with the big chords, then somebody's, a producer's probably going to ask you for some other part in there that provides a little bit of syncopation, a little bit of rhythm that helps this track kind of dance a little bit.
Hey, just come up with something good. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Okay.
Make it dance and sound really good.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So like maybe like a high register part.
Okay, cool.
So what we're gonna do is just focus on the high two strings, the B and E string.
Right.
Really easy part.
Do you leave it like just basic sound or like you got the big guitar sound? So
still pretty clean.
Okay.
So like this is totally clean.
Okay. Yep. So just broken up basically.
So just barely breaking up, and I've got a little bit of echo on here.
Okay.
Something that's, I didn't check it against the track. It's just what I remember tempo-wise. I don't worry about delays being exactly in time. A lot of guys do. I like it to be close.
Yeah.
Unless it's really specific part.
Okay.
But
you
this
got
part,
your different pickup going.
Yeah. I'm on the middle pickup in the Strat.
So it's all kind of like seems like it's like finding different places where stuff would fit sonically.
Sonically, exactly. Yeah. So we don't need any more low strings.
Yeah.
Because that's all covered with the power chords.
Okay.
So what I'm doing here is all on the high two strings, and here's the part. Like open E string.
Okay.
And then on the B string, I'm hitting like the third fret D note, and then hitting the fifth fret E string or E string ringing out against the fretted.
So you're droning the E string the whole time. Okay. So the E note. Got it.
So let me just play the part that I'm
cool.
thinking of, and then we'll break down
Sweet.
exactly what we're doing. So let's try this here. Yay.
It gives the track a little bounce.
Yeah. Creating like a pretty simple harmonic part. It's not much. It's not brain surgery there, but it's creating this. It's helping that track move. Like get.
It's funny. It's a different take on improvising too. It's like you're coming up with a part like out of nothing.
Yeah.
To fit more of a song than a solo.
Yeah. And like a very basic thing I could have done there. If you notice, like you could just be static all the way across it.
Right.
But if you notice, like once I got in there and started playing the track.
Right. Little love. Yeah.
It's like putting that push in there just kind of seemed like something cool to do and intuitive that might have, just kept you interested in what's going on somehow.
Bends the ear a little bit.
Yeah, and all that is like basically I'm just toggling back and forth between but with that high E drone.
Nice.
It just, I don't know, it just made it more fun.
It worked. What was the second little...
Okay, so the back half of the chorus, once it turns around, it's like... So I wanted to add that note against the G chord, right?
Okay, yeah.
And it's basically just going up to the 8th fret on the B string,
right,
and hitting that G against the high E drone, and bending that kind of that little bit to
little love.
That note in between the major and minor third that gives it just that character we love.
Yeah,
makes it a little soulful or
pixie
something,
dust.
Yeah. So that's basically what that part is, and then at the end, when the chords do that sus move, down. That,
you're just following the.
I was
chorus.
following the other guys, and that's just the D on the B string on the 3rd fret, and then the C sharp on the 2nd fret on the B string.
Okay.
And all this is with that high E just constantly ringing out. And then the last 2 notes were just open E and B.
Right, because it's back to an E chord, yeah?
And the important thing there is to mute all the other strings. Mm-hmm. So you don't have sympathetic vibration of bad notes.
So when you're doing the part, do the first part again real quick. So your fingers are cutting off the note.
Right. How am I doing that? Yeah, I guess I'm doing that mostly with my picking hand, and the fretted note I'm bouncing off of.
Okay, so you release the pressure. You keep it like real choppy.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah. So I'm muting in between all these. What are those? 8th notes.
Yeah.
1, 2, and yeah. So in between all the notes, I'm kind of cutting those off. So they.
It's like a
have
drum.
A chop too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so say you create that part and it's freaking awesome. Does the situation ever arise where like Prius was like,
every day. Yeah, somebody goes, you're sitting there patting yourself on the back thinking, oh, that's the perfect part.
Right.
It's got to be.
You ever get that on the talk
awesome.
back? Meh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I get. I mean, half the. Maybe more than half the time you get shot down. Great ideas are just shot down.
You're feeling all good and then just popped right there on the spot.
Or something like that. So they may say, I love that. We've got that.
Right.
Hey, you know what occurred to me while we did that, though?
Yeah.
We're not going to put pedal steel on this in the chorus.
Oh.
So, can you give me
mind?
something that gives me that flavor that isn't pedal steel?
Okay.
So the best way for a guitar player to do that is to do what I'm about to show you.
All right, so we need the gold now. Got the meh.
So the producer didn't dig what we did
the
first time, and he says, hey, you know what? Need something that's going to provide a little bit of a steel guitar quality. Okay. So I'm going to put some slide on it.
Oh, Jesus.
See if that makes him happy.
Wait, give me a crash course, because I know nothing about slide. What's the 3 rules you got to pay attention to?
Well, you know what? The first thing you need to concentrate on is actually your picking hand.
Interesting.
Because like if you're playing, this is going to be a single note thing.
Okay.
It's not going to be chords with the slide. So to get that note to ring out clear, it's all about what's going on with the picking hand.
Okay.
And what I'm doing is I'm plucking the B string.
Okay.
And sliding there.
Right.
Between the 3rd and 5th fret up to that E
note. So are you going straight over the fret?
Yeah. Well. I'm doing it all by ear.
Yeah.
At this point, I kind of
second nature.
Yeah. So what's happening is I'm just hitting that string and with my thumb laying across everything from the low E up to the G string.
To mute it out.
Is muted out,
okay.
and then like under this. My ring finger is muting the high E.
Got it.
Because if you didn't do that,
this
is what it would sound like.
Oh, you get a lot of other... Right.
You're getting all those... Every other string and bad note that sounds terrible against what you're doing. So, so it's really about getting those notes to sing with a little bit of vibrato once you get it. And you should be able to just keep that going.
And then it's not something you don't have to press, right? You're just like setting it on top.
You're just very lightly. You don't want to press because you're going to hear a fret noise. Like let me try and press too hard. Well, I can't really get it to do it, but it's very light touch. You just touch the string with the right amount of pressure. And it takes a while to learn what that is on each guitar, because a lot of times you got to have your guitar set up. If it's really low action, you got to be a lot more careful with it.
Right, because you get the fret, like
you will get that fret noise, and and there are times where I actually like that. And trashy sound and slide stuff, you want to hear fret noise.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, most of the time, you don't want to hear that. So it's just about thinking of it in terms of like, you're trying to make your guitar sound like a singer.
Oh, okay.
Or something.
Cool.
To me, it's like a theremin.
Oh,
really,
right.
If you've ever seen somebody play a theremin.
Freaking awesome.
Well, yeah, it's like that's the same thing, but you've got a string involved.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's try a
it.
slide part here.
Now, if you get a meh after that one, I mean, do you just can you slap the person after? Because I've never even seen anybody do that.
Oh well,
Wait, break it down first, and then
okay, yeah. Well, to answer your question, yeah, if you don't ever want to work for that guy again or girl, you slap them. That's how you lose the gig. So here's what I was doing, like 3, 4. Okay, so those are the basic principles of this part.
So what frets would that be?
Same
kind of frets we were messing with before?
Yeah, you go. It's all on the B string.
Okay.
At 3 to 5 for the first note, like you just slide into the note on the downbeat. 3, 4.
Okay. Oh, see, that has a little lag to it there. That one's kind of nice.
Yeah. You can be a little lazy with the slide. I think that makes things sound glue together better.
Yeah.
So what I was doing there is like letting that ring out, and then on beat 4, I'm going up to the 8th fret on the B string, the G note. So beat 4, I'm striking that and letting it slide back down to the E on the 5th fret. And really like milking that slide, And then the next slide that I did was another beat 4 slide from the 10th fret, which is the A note on the B string.
Oh, nice.
And then back to the pattern. So, the beat 4, G, down, back to E again. It's the back half of the chorus. Here, I'll try and get that harmonic again.
Dude, that is sick. So how do you do that? So is it an
octave
up?
So I've seen other slide players do this. Blake Mills will do this kind of thing, or I've seen guys do this before. Derek Trucks, I've seen. So basically, while the note's ringing out, 12 frets above that note, you just tap the string so that you get this harmonic, and then you can slide up to the octave.
Yeah.
It actually jumps everything up just a whole octave.
Yeah.
So it's just like a dramatic effect. Yeah, kind of like, you could do this with a whammy pedal if you wanted to, but, why?
Doesn't look as cool. And then you go up to that note. Okay.
Yeah, so when you strike the harmonic, it already jumps it up an octave.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds so dramatic. So
nice.
So that's how we ended it off.
Yeah.
So, do you want to hear the part again?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear what we did here. Let's take this out of record. Come on. All right.
Amazing.
So yeah, there's 2 different options that you could do, and notice they're totally staying out of everybody's way.
Yeah.
The low guitars are handling the low end. You got something on the top that's creating a little bit of interesting information.
And that's kind of probably one of those things that probably sits pretty low when everything comes. But it's like one of those parts you just take for granted.
Yeah,
But it's there, and it's like, wow, without it, it loses that.
Exactly. Yeah. And the whole, and that's the nice thing about staying out of everybody's sonic territory, is that not one thing has to be super loud to make it in the mix.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
You know, so that's just a couple options for you if you're ever in a situation where you got a producer that can't commit to one thing. Sometimes they just like to have two options.
Yeah, or they'll put both in.
Yeah, those two parts could possibly work together, but I already erased the other part, so you can't hear that, can we?
Like, no, sorry, you don't get that one. That was a one-time thing. Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you again for watching, and thank you for taking your time. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks.